Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started while Mo is finishing something up. And so welcome you guys to 2025 Art and Junk Journal Retreat. I'm going to go ahead and uh, spotlight myself. Oh, big head. Okay. All right. Welcome to 2025 Art and Junk Journal Retreat. I'm sorry that my I look pink or something. But anyways, we're so excited to be here. And I mean, this is such a labor of love for us, and we just thank you guys so much for being so patient with all of our like email gaffes and all the stuff that happens. It's a lot, but we are just really happy to do this. The way this is going to work, a lot of you guys already know this. Um, Thanks. Um, the way, sorry, Bella's with me. She's here at the retreat as well. The way this is going to work is that we are going to be um, releasing all the videos starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific. They will be available until the following day at 9 a.m. Pacific. And what'll happen is we'll just exchange, you know, the live links for new live links, and then we'll close the old live links. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but if it does not, please ask questions. Um, if you guys are not yet familiar with where to find all of the information, you will need to go to the attendee portal, and that is where we try to make sure that there's just one page that you can always go to. Welcome, Kathleen. And here's that link to the attendee. Ooh, hold on. Trying to send that to all the meeting people in the waiting room. Okay, so there's the link to that, to the attendee portal. Please, bookmark that page, because that's going to have, all the information that you need. There's giveaways on there. There are, matter of fact, go and join the giveaways, especially Aditi Majahan and Nunica. They are awesome artists that are giving classes to two winners each, I believe, and you want to learn from them. Their art is amazing, and they're not here with us this year. They're super busy, but they were gracious enough to offer that to us. So if you would go to the attendee portal, and if that appeals to you, they're both mixed media artists. If you would go over there and just join their giveaway, I know that you guys will not be sorry. Let's see.
I am just pinning so that if
Oh,
anybody's trying to
thanks.
find us in the group, they can find us. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't have my camera on. It's facing down just because I upgraded my monitors to be nice and raised, but I need a new cord for my other camera.
Do you want to talk to them about something else, Mo, or you want me to just give you a few
I
minutes?
think is anybody, I just want to see anybody have any questions. If who's here for the first time? If you want to, you can raise your hand and then we can call on you if you want to talk out loud instead. But if anybody has any questions, you can put it either in the chat or you can raise your hand.
I'll go ahead and go through the chat. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's see how about we can, we can't wait. Please go first. It's fine. Anybody can go ahead and ask a question. And Mary, go ahead and unmute yourself, Mary. What's your question? Got Mary Reynolds. Can you unmute her? Because I can't unmute.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Okay.
to do that. It's my first time.
Okay.
I've
What's the
hit some
question?
buttons and I don't know how to fix it. So yeah, I'm
Sorry.
playing.
Okay. Yami says it's finally here. Go time. Yay. This is just
What are the Q&As being
So
posted
fun.
tomorrow?
Okay, let's see. I'm looking for questions. I don't see any questions, but go ahead. I haven't gotten to the end yet.
We got questions about Q&A.
Okay.
Those should be already in the schedule page. If you go to the portal, the schedule is attached. And make sure that that got put on there real quick.
That's at the bottom.
Check myself.
And I can also post that link to the schedule.
If it's not letting you click on the schedule, you might have to clear your cache. That's been in there for a couple of days. So,
All right,
because
so
she
I
just
dropped that link too.
posted the schedule. Oops. I just put the wrong thing in there. There you go.
Yeah, Ella, the live mingle, I think we just called it kickoff call this time, but you're here.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you guys have the bingo card and you're playing, mark that square off. Let's see. Yeah, the live Q&As. We will put that schedule up by tomorrow morning so that you guys can attend those. Those are going to happen here in this same room, okay? So we're just going to use this room all the way through the 6th and the 7th, but on the 8th, artisan pass holders will use a different link, which we will email out to you guys.
See, I can give you guys a quick rundown too.
Yes.
I'll add that up there, but a quick rundown. Tomorrow is going to be Therese Bradley at 1 Pacific and Pam Hausner at 3. And then on the 7th, we have Michelle Caldwell at 9, Belinda at 10, and Cassandra at 1. Yeah, and then Christy, I don't know what time you were going, or me. We forgot to schedule ourselves. We apologize, guys. Basically, our Q&A is every time you see us during the lunch and learns. Christy will be doing the lunch and learns at noon. I will be popping in later on the day if you have any questions during that time. I mean, you guys can always ask us about our projects all the time. These are all Pacific time. We're both in California, so it goes off Pacific time. Mingo is today. That's this one right here. So yeah.
I'll probably go ahead and do my Q&A after the lunch and learn, just so that I can let you guys know what time it's at. Not like directly after, but I'll tell you the time there. Let's see. I think
I'll probably do the same thing when I come off.
Yeah.
When I get off of work and then come over here.
Okay, so I'm still clicking around and seeing, or scrolling around and seeing if did we miss anybody's questions? Because if so, oh, you're welcome, Charlene. So yeah, Kelly, you are on top of things. Thank you so much. So
And believe me, it's noted. If you guys answer questions, all of that, we take all that into account for adding you guys to the giveaways and everything. Your name gets tossed in more and more every time we see somebody does something, posts something, helps out, shares what you've made. Share out. One way that you guys can earn some is by sharing the retreat itself. Go ahead and post it somewhere. Make sure you tag us everywhere. We're at Junk Journal Retreat. So Facebook, Instagram. We haven't started a TikTok, but every place else we're at Junk Journal Retreat. If you end up doing it on TikTok, you can tag Christy or myself on TikTok, just so we can see that you posted somewhere.
all right.
Yeah, make sure you tag us or we won't see it.
Yeah. Kathleen,
Schedules, California.
yes,
Yeah.
California time.
Always Pacific time, California time.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks for sharing, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Tammy. Appreciate that. Okay, so
great.
let me go and look at the kickoff call outline just to make sure that okay, so we're really excited to be here with you guys. I told you that like many times, so you already know that, but we want to welcome you guys. We want to welcome all the replay viewers, and you guys have already been introducing yourselves, so that's great. We are going to we started to tell you how it all works already. We're going to have some prizes at the end that we'll announce on the 8th. And like Monique mentioned, the prizes will be awarded to bingo winners.
On the
And
7th.
oh, sorry, on the 7th. Bingo winners on the 7th, and also the engagement, those who are engaged. We always watch for who's engaged, and we appreciate that so much when you are, because it really lightens our load a little bit. Not that we're expecting that of you, but we do really appreciate it. So the goal of our summit is of our retreat is to teach you some new things, bring in some amazing presenters to teach you what we don't know, and to offer you new ideas and ways to add mixed media and just regular, junk journal. Gosh, I almost said junk journal retreat, but junk journal techniques to your junk journals, whether you're new or you're seasoned. You can learn something here. Let's see. So, you guys can attend every single presentation if you want to. It will be stressful. Um, but if you have the next couple of days set aside, I don't see why not. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. You can grab the Artisan Pass, and I will drop that link right now so that you guys can grab it if you want to. Pay attention to, uh-oh, did I lose my link? Pay attention to the first offer that you get for the Artisan Pass. It's the cheapest that we're going to offer it to you. And so we suggest that you get it then. I'm not saying that to force you guys. I'm just saying that's how we do it. And so if you don't want to pay, tonight, I think it's still, what is the price tonight, Mo?
So it's 45 if you grab it right when you sign up. It's going to jump to 75 if you don't do it when you
Yeah.
sign up. And then we go to 105 to basically at midnight it's going to switch to 105. So you definitely want to grab it as quick as you can. If you have any issues with it, just let us know and we can definitely help you with it if you run into any issues or anything like that. Yeah, 105. Um, yeah, you definitely want to get it early. You end up with loads of stuff. People always think they're like, not really. I mean, it's a lot. There's people still working on last year's stuff because there's so much stuff. And then you guys get 2 more tickets to 2 more events. So you're gonna be busy like all year long.
Yeah, we try to fill that thing up so that, you guys always have so much more, and you could just take the retreat with you for the rest of the year. And it's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun. You end up with us for like a good few months. Everybody joins the community. If it's the first time, it's like really cool. You're gonna see a big difference if you've ever attended other events. A lot of people are like, "Oh, well, you just kind of say that," but ask anybody here if anybody wants to attest to it that went last year. Um, it is definitely different. I'm still like enjoying all of the replays and stuff myself. Um, because it's really good. And like our speakers have given a ton. So be sure to thank your speakers. I don't know if we have any speakers in here tonight. If you are, say hello.
Yeah. Well, Desiree's here, and
I
she's,
see Tamar. Hi, Tamar.
huh?
Hi.
Hello.
You look so pretty. Oh my God. I love it. Love it.
Oh, Tamar. Oh my gosh. I
You
didn't know
found her?
you were
I
in
saw her
here.
right now. I want to
I'm
show it to
so
you.
happy to see you. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Let's see.
welcome.
Yay.
We
Oh, I
got
miss
something
it.
here. I'm just gonna read
Oh,
some of
I'm
the
here too.
comments too.
Who?
Who else
Hold
is
on. I
here?
can't see everybody. Who's here? Who's here? Who said I'm here?
Sorry, Desiree.
Oh yeah, Desiree.
Desiree. So
So
good to see
Yeah.
you.
Yes, you as
Desiree, if
well,
you guys
Christy.
remember from the last time, she was a special guest, and she was also when we did the Autumn Muse retreat as well. So if you guys
Usually a last
remember,
minute guest.
yeah, she's always the last minute, but I always get her at the last minute.
Yeah, it's always
We're
fun.
always so happy to have you, Desiree.
Yeah.
We know you're busy.
Um, I'm just gonna take my dog out, so I just wanted to say hello quick. You mentioned my name. I'm excited to do this. Can't wait to make the project tonight, and can't wait to have some crafting fun with everyone. Thanks.
Okay.
For
Um,
Thanks for coming. She's our paper manipulating expert, I guess you can say. She dyes papers and does all of that. It's like the best. And her workshop, you guys, the one that's coming up, I got a good sneak preview. You guys should see. She is only going to be on past day though. Um, just hers alone, her like workshop alone is worth it. Like I can't wait till
honestly,
she does hers. Not even, I don't think, Christy, have you even seen it yet? I think she just saw a picture. She didn't know
I
she's
only saw a
yet.
picture and I am really looking forward to that. Last time that I remember, I can't remember what Desiree did last time, but the time that I'm thinking about is when she dyed a whole bunch of paper. I don't know if you
Oh,
guys were here for that, but
I think
it's
that one was
amazing.
during the challenge.
Was
I keep mixing it
oh
up, you guys. It was a giant blur last year. I feel like we were with each other every day for like months.
yeah, would grab some paper. But
But it was
anyway, she
worth
does an
it.
amazing, she gets like the most vibrant, beautiful colors um, for her papers if you want to check her out. I believe her, well, let me get her link and then you can check her out. You'll love her. You'll love her stuff. Um, okay,
Yeah.
so let me look at that again and make sure that we're not forgetting anything. And let's see. Yeah, you can choose all the presentations if you want to, or you can get the artisan pass. People love it. But if you guys are here for the first time, any of you that are here for the first time, my name's Christy Stone. I have the website Junk Journal Boss. I do some other stuff. You can find me everywhere on if you search at Junk Journal Boss. I do live streams on Twitch and on YouTube. I have a free Patreon community or paid if you want to do that, but you don't have to. And let's see, what else? Anyway, I do a lot of stuff. And mostly I design folios and things for an Etsy shop and create special projects for my patrons. And then I do this. I do retreats with Monique. And that's who I am. And so, Monique, why don't you tell them who you are?
So if you don't know me yet, because you guys will see me all over the place all the time, but I am Monique, also known as Misfit Crafter. I have a site, Misfit Crafter Studio. That is where you guys have joined in on our group page. And if you haven't already, be sure to go um, sign up for our group. We It's a pretty cool group, you guys, actually. And then usually from our junk journal retreat group, we end up going into our junk journal junkies group on my website. And we're always back and forth sharing what we've made for quite a while. Um, but I run their website, started off with a blog, probably I want to say, gosh, almost 15 years ago now. Um, and off and on every type of craft you can think of, but paper, junk journals and all that are definitely my first go-to a lot of the times. On the website, you can get a free membership. When you went for the group, you signed up for the membership. Then, which gives you access to like all the freebies on the website, everything like that. We offer products. Um, workshops. We're going to be re-releasing a bunch of workshops. I'm just cleaning it all up. I know I've been saying that for a while, but life got in the way. So doing all that, tons of groups to join. What am I missing? Yeah, you'll see me on retreats and summits and things like that all the time and different events. Years ago, you catch me on TV a couple times too. But other than that, yeah, that's me. Yeah, if you guys have any questions on anything, you guys be sure to ask. Are the presentations released together on the same day each day? So presentations, again, 9 a.m. You will have them 9 a.m. They will have on day one, we have 5 presentations that will release at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That will be available for 24 hours. On the 7th, the next day, a new set of 5 will be released. That's not including the lunch and learns. There's a lunch and learn each day at noon Pacific time. So we have 2 projects that Christy's going to be doing on those. Yeah, I get crazy. Yeah, and I also have a full-time job. But yeah, so Christy's going to be doing the lunch and learns on Tuesday and Wednesday at noon. I'm trying to find a place to buy the artisan passports. If you go to the front, the very to junkjournalretreat.com, sign up just for the free thing again if you need to. It'll then switch you over to the pass. So yeah, if you go over to sign up for free, it'll switch you to the pass after you finish signing up. If you see it jump to the $75, it's because you had already signed up for the free pass before. So yeah, that's why you got to grab it as soon as you sign up for the free pass. It always switch you over. And what else? So now on the artisan pass stage, just so you guys know, if you did get the artisan pass, we basically are going to start about 9:30. We're going to hop on here and just say hello, welcome, all of that. I think we forgot to put that on the, yeah, it's not on the schedule, but basically at 9:30, I'm going to hop on here and just say hello to everybody, answer any questions, get you all started. We'll have some coffee together in the morning. It's early for me, so yeah. Then at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and 3 o'clock, there's going to be something every hour. We have a lunch and learn at noon. That is when we get Desiree. It was a last minute switch out. So one of mine I switched out with Desiree, but it was an easy one anyway. But so when we do that day, it is all live for Artisan Pass Day. Everything else is pre-recorded. Artisan Pass Day, we're with each other all day. So get your comfy clothes, your snacks, all of that ready before. Grab every supply you could think of near you because you're going to want to play with everything. But remember, you can always rewatch everything. So one of the biggest questions I've been getting is what's going to be rewatchable and what's not going to be rewatchable for free and paid. So everything is rewatchable on the paid Artisan Pass. So just, you know, you have basically at least a couple of years, if not longer, because we are way too busy to take anything down. So we're like, forget it. So we're too busy to take anything down. So it's probably going to be there until we are gone. For the free, if you have the free ticket, you have 24 hours to watch the main presentations. Our lunch and learns will be recorded and only for the pass day. The only things you'll be able to rewatch if you have the pass, if you don't have the pass, is going to be the Q&As with our with all of our artists. Those will be reposted onto YouTube, so you guys can check those out. But yeah, those are the only things that will get a replay onto our YouTube. So I definitely suggest getting the Artisan Pass. Basically, it's like the best way to thank your artists for doing this, because it's a lot of time that they put in, that we put in, all of that to organize everything, get everything together, get all these videos together, offer you all the freebies that they're giving you. Don't forget to follow each of the artists when you join us every day. On their page, it's going to have the artists, what they're presenting, anything, files and things that they need you to have for the presentation that they're doing that day, along with all of their social media links. So be sure to follow them on all their social medias. Like I said, it's the best way to thank them. What else? I forgot one thing. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, just make sure you check that out every day, follow them. If you are going to buy a pass and your artist sent you a link, be sure to use their link to sign up for it. They get a commission out of that when you sign up through their link. And yeah, I think that's it. So I think what we'll do, if anybody has any last minute questions, we can go ahead and answer that. But if you want, we're going to make a quick project. We like to give you a quick project that you're able to use throughout the event. So I said 6 pieces of paper, but if you have one more, it'll work. You can always reinforce later. I forgot about one little slicey part. It's really simple. Let me turn on my camera. So my down-facing camera is working. You guys can see me okay? Let me know.
Mhm.
Weird.
No, no,
Oh, hold on. Let me spotlight you.
Okay.
thank you.
Oops. Let me take off my spotlight. And there we are.
All right. Now you guys can see me with the purple desk.
Yes,
All right. 8.5 by 11, but you can use 12 by 12 if you have 12 by 12. You do want it to be fairly sturdy or you're going to have to double up your paper. We're making sort of a folio of sorts, but it's going to be kind of like your supply folio. Your supplies, notes, things like that you're going to be taking all of that.
So we're going to be able to at least not make two of them out of one.
We got somebody. If we can get a mute on just for now. You got the artisan pass. Thank you,
Got it.
Kathleen. You will enjoy it. And you do have access to a lot of if you have the artisan pass, you can start tonight on almost all of them. The only last minuters, of course, are myself and Christy, but all our stuff
Yes.
will be up soon as well. Hey.
Let them set 2 or 3 days.
We got.
Uh,
Will the presentation
Hello.
be in the attendee group? No, they will not. They will be in this room. So bookmark this link that you got into the Zoom room with. And that will be the same one that we're going to be using through the whole event except for the pass day. The pass day, anybody that purchased a pass, your portal will have a link to our lives for that day. So once you, how much you say it will be tonight?
That's weird.
If you didn't buy the pass right away, it will go to 75 till midnight, and then it's going to go to 105 after midnight Pacific time, just so you know. All right, let me show you what we're going to make. I know it just looks like a piece of paper at the moment from there. Hopefully that should be close enough. Okay, so we're going to make, it's pretty simple. I'm going to show you the basics of what it looks like. And it's basically going to be a little folio. And it's big, so it's big when you undo it. And it has a couple of flaps. So I'm going to show you the base of it. So this is your base. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with each piece. So it's made so it closes into a convenient little book. And the more you decorate and stack on it, it'll get sturdier and sturdier. So it's going to be really, really cool for that. So what I like to do with these, I've made one before where I filled it up with like supplies so somebody can do some sort of junk journal, card making, whatever you want to do with it. What I want to do on this side though is right here. If you have extra paper, notebook paper, or anything like that, just staple some sheets of paper on here. This way you can take notes of projects and stuff like that that you did with all of the different presenters and things, or you can put it on this outside and then it'll close up and it still has plenty of room. If you look at it this way, it still gives you a ton of room to put everything in here. I need this for Mother's Day trips. See my family. Yep, definitely. I mean, you can use this for all kinds of different things, but you can also put some of the samples of stuff that you've made in here and you can tuck it in and this will close up and close it up. One thing that you can add that I didn't add yet because you're going to want to do it when you decorate is you can add little magnets right here and on the top here and then cover it with the cute paper and it'll magnetize itself closed and everything will stay. Same thing with when you close this up. You can add a magnet here and here and they'll magnetize to each other and hold your entire book. And like I said, the more you add on it, the more you're gonna be able to hold everything together and it'll get nice and stiff for you. All right, so I am going to, what's kind of nice is you really don't have to do a lot of cutting with this. It's mostly a lot of scoring. So the first two sheets, let me grab my sheets. So we'll put this aside. Let me grab my scoreboard. I'm gonna switch out so many scoreboards and stuff, you guys. It's just sometimes it's easier for me. And I've collected all this stuff for so many years. I have so many. All right, if you have a scoreboard, if you don't have a scoreboard, you can use a ruler and just a stylus, anything you could poke some bits into there with, even if you want to draw a line and then just kind of fold it. So your first score is going to be width-wise, you're going to do it at 3/4 of an inch. So this is going to be a little flap right here. So we're going to do 3/4 of an inch and 7 1/4 inches. And you're going to do 2 sheets like this. I recommend that if you want to do it later, this will be in a replay. This one we will be putting up on YouTube. It won't appear until tomorrow though, because it needs to finish rendering and all that, and then we finally get to put it up. But you're going to put it like this. You're going to do 3/4 and 7 1/4. And you're going to do 2 of those sheets. Let's get 2 of those out of the way. I recommend using 110 pound if you've got it, but really anything, like I said, you're just going to want to stack more sheets if you want to make it thicker. All right, so 4 1/4 just in half. Basically, straight half. All right, I have to write you down. I did. The next one is going to be at 8 1/2. And let me make sure I have that right. Yes, 8 1/2. For some reason, I forgot to write it down. Give me 1 second. Yeah, 8 1/2, and then you're gonna do 9. Yep. I remember.
Boy. Talk about disjointed shit.
Whoa. That was rude. Sorry, somebody in the class decided to say that.
Yeah.
That was rude.
So 8 1/2 and 9. All right. It's gonna have a big N on this side, but that's okay. I remember why I shortened it up a little bit. There we go. All right. The only other thing we're going to need is just something to reinforce the spine. So it's up to you if you want to go ahead and cut one of the 110s, or if you want to just do it with like your heavier sheet, or if you just want to do it with regular sheets of paper, your colorful design. But that one ends up being at, yeah, we're going to do it just a little bit smaller. That was the last one that I had to fix real quick. So that one is going to be at 1 1/2 by 8 1/2. So 1 1/2 by 8 1/2, and it'll just sit right in here so that it just helps reinforce the edges, all of that. And you can do it on both sides if you want to, but it just helps keep it together, else it gets a little bit wonky. And like I said, the more you keep adding to it, the more it'll work. All right, so I'm gonna go one more time. Both 4 1/4 pieces scored. Yeah, you're gonna score both of them at the same time so that we have a little closer. So 8 1/2 and 9 on the sides. Okay. Christy is saying she went ahead and fixed everything for the artisan pack.
Yeah, should be all fixed. Sorry about that. It was a timer error there.
All right, so these you can put aside for right now. And then we're going to go ahead and just put these together. We're gonna do a little cutting when we put this together. Okay, so what we want to do is join the two middle pieces and then we'll add on the two side pieces. So we're gonna overlap, see right here, we're gonna overlap those two 1-inch edges on the sheets that are like this. So what we're gonna need to do, so you can get it right here. Just fold in all of your scores the same direction. Score all of them the same direction. Do that ahead of time. We're gonna do a little bit of cutting. You can do it just with your scissors. If you want to, you can do it with your cutter, either one. You just got here. I'll repeat the directions after for anybody that missed. You can get them. All right. So what we need to do is so that we can make our little pockets that we have at the bottom. Turn that back around. To make the little pockets at the bottom, we are just going to cut some pieces so we can do that. You're basically just going to cut these two edge guys like that. Just think of a box, and they are two different sizes, and you'll see why. You're going to end up with two little tabs like this, and they are going to be two different sizes because of the way that we're joining them. And then we need this side to match up over here. So when we join these two together,
a few out of college. It's with life and suddenly
do the same thing. Give yourselves little tabs. What I'll do is usually just to make it a little bit easier is push these aside. And then once that's all done, that's going to fold up and this will fold in. We're going to need to do one more little bend on this last part. I don't have you score that ahead of time because sometimes if your score is a little bit off or to one side, it's easier to like fold this over once you put this together to make sure that you have enough room. So don't score this part yet because you sometimes don't end up having enough room. This one, you can kind of just give it a little extra cut to make sure you have enough room. But what we're going to do is we're going to join these two right here together. And this one, the easiest way I'm going to show you how to do it because you're not going to shove them all the way close. Where did I just do with my scoreboard? Oh, there it is. It blended into my desk.
But maybe I'm not their friend. Maybe I'm just a goofy foreign kid.
Yeah. All right, because we want this to end up being, it's going to be 1 7/8 of an inch wide. Oops. So when we put this together, you want to give yourselves 1 7/8 of an inch distance. So you can start it from wherever it is, just mark to the 7/8 and then glue those two pieces together right there. So they're not going to fold over exactly. Yeah, when you watch YouTube, it'll work. So right here, they're just going to overlap. The easiest thing too is just overlap them 1/4 inch. That helps. So if this is lined up like right here, I have it lined up on my 6, you can do 1/4 inch if it's a little bit in, because it's just going to be a sliver that overlaps by itself. And that one you can either do glue, you can do tape, whichever one you like. And you can alter any of these also if you want it to be bigger or smaller. You're just moving things over a little bit. Where's the first side? So right now, if you line it up anywhere, the easiest is if you line it up anywhere on here, it's going to be a 1 7/8, somewhere around there. It's like 1 3/4, 1 7/8. You can do either one, it'll work. What I do is just line it up to one line right here and just move this over a 1/4 inch to what you got. So line up one edge of the paper anywhere and then just move this one in a 1/4 inch. That'll be easiest. Okay. And once you have that, we're gonna put this in. And what I'll do is fold this over. Let me show you. When I fold it over, this is gonna be pushed in. So I just kind of bring it out and fold it with my hand and let it naturally fold itself so that it lines up good. Like I said, depending on where you put this, it doesn't always line up. And I found that to be the easiest way to do it. Yeah. So if you push this down, this will line up good on that side. This, just kind of push it out a little bit and it'll fold itself. So I have my finger in here and I'm just pulling it over. And then see, it gave me a little fold to make sure that side ends. Well, because I've done it before with other people, and sometimes if it goes in too much or out too much, you don't end up having enough room to be able to fold this over. You want to make sure it folds over. You're basically just making a little box at the bottom. And then do that to both sides. And I just put the glue on this edge. You just want to make sure you're using a good fast drying glue. This is going to go right over this little tab here. Just gonna glue to this. And this tab is gonna glue to this back. Let me show you up close. My glue's not gonna hold, so I don't have time to hold it, but so this side is gluing to this, and this tab is gluing to the back. Yeah. Okay. And then you do the same thing, other side. Oh, I almost forgot to do my little score. Any questions yet? Probably like a million of them. I know it's kind of weird. Yoo-hoo is good, but not when you're wanting to grab. I would say use Yoo-hoo if you are wanting to grab something flat, but because this has so much resistance and it's going to want to like pop, it's going to, the Yoo-hoo is going to be a little bit harder. You're really going to have to hold that for even longer. This one is the art glitter glue. Is the one I use in this bottle. You can use art glitter glue, the Barely Art glue. What am I thinking? Beacon, 3-in-1, Beacon, Fabri-Tac. Those all grab really quick. And if you can find it, it's sometimes hard to get one that still has a good formula. There's the Scotch Quick Dry. That one works good too. I haven't tried Barely Art glue myself, but everybody basically says the art glitter glue and Barely Art glue are pretty much the same thing, except that I think it's Barely Art glue that they won't ship during certain times of the year because the formula can get messed up somehow with that. Did you trim the larger flat before folding for the pocket? This one, or you're talking about the one on the little like tab? The only thing I trimmed was that little extra tab just to get rid of the extras. But nothing else is trimmed. I did cut like the little, I had to snip it just to make the little tab part, but no, I didn't take anything off. Let me see if I can get you a little closer, you can see. So this is that back tab that's going to the back wall. And then there's one over here that's gluing to the side walls. Okay. I just got the Barely Art, I haven't tried it. Yeah. So see, it's going to give you a nice little pocket right here, but it's going to be bigger. So it gives you a gap in the middle because then you're going to be able to fold over your other paper after. I love the art glitter glue, and I put it in this old Martha Stewart art glitter glue bottle. Actually, it was a glitter glue from Martha Stewart a long, long time ago. I was trying to determine it yesterday because I accidentally got it stuck up in the cap, and I've never done that before. And I had my brother somehow get it out of there for me. I was like so sad. I thought it was the end of my glue finally, my glue bottle after I think I've had it, what, for 12, 13 years that I've had that one bottle. I love those bottles. So this next one, pretty simple. You're just going to turn this in, turn that in, and you are going to attach it to the outside right here. And that's it for that one. You just attach that right out to the outside and glue that up. The one thing I would say, just make sure you score this one really good and it's not popping up on you. When I say, I mean, not score, burnish down. You're just going to fold that down really good. This one you don't have to because you want it to stay at more of a like L shape or little angle like that. But you're just creating this. Now you're just gluing it to the side. So super simple on that one. And just if you haven't done a lot of scoring, when you score, you'll always notice that it makes that little indentation, and then you have like, oops, and then you have a little bump on the other side. You want to fold onto the bump. It's opposite of what you think you're supposed to do. So you fold onto the bump, not into the little well. Let's see. Trying to make sure I didn't get. If you did ask a question and didn't get answered, make sure you go ahead and put it back in. My scroll keeps getting stuck for some reason. All right. Glue. And then you're just gluing that part, like I said, to the side. I thought I was purchasing the pass for this event. Somehow I repurchased the one from 2024. Yeah, we'll switch you over. Do us a favor though, if anybody needs to be switched over, or you have anything going on with the pass, message us at helpdesk@junkjournalretreat.com. So helpdesk@junkjournalretreat.com. Yeah, so if you do the score lines the other way, what happens is that's when you end up with more cracking. I'm not paying attention to my project and I glue that really funky, but that's okay. I'll reglue it later. Yeah, if that's how you end up with more cracks in the folds, if you do it the other way. There are exceptions, like, you know, if you just happen to, that was like the quickest way to do it, then that was the quickest way to do it. But
Me?
somebody have questions? And I'm just I'm sticking my hand in here to just get that glue down. All right, there we go. Okay, I know mine's not going to be glued because I'm looking at questions. I'm not holding this right now. How's everybody's progress so far? Thumbs up. You want to show it? Or we're still gluing. All right, so with this open, really simple, all you have to do is add this part. You're just gonna glue this up, and really you don't need it this long, and you can adjust it to whatever size you really want as long as it overlaps this. But it's just centering this, and I eyeball. If you really want to measure, you can measure. I'm an eyeballer when it comes to most things, unless you have to be meticulous, but all you're gonna do is put that flap right there. And that's it, and that comes straight down to the edge, just like that. It's gonna give you a little 1/2 inch border right there. And that's just so it gives you a little extra room between this and this. So if you want to add a notebook or something, it's easier to do. It's just coming along. You're in watch mode only. Taking notes will make after. Okay, and I'll give you all the I'll give you all of the instructions again. Sorry, you guys, I will definitely post it, and I'll probably, usually what I'll do is repost a whole video without me answering questions in between, just to make it easier. I've done that on the last one. Because I know we're answering a bunch of questions in between, but I will give you those instructions again when I post it to the YouTube video. I'll attach a little cheat sheet for this one. You can see now you have a room in between. I didn't put my other one in yet, but it gives you just a little gap, just a little bit, just to add yourself a little notebook. One of the things I like to use for a notebook, which I am my video for tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow's. Yeah, for tomorrow's is using, I'll give you a little sneak peek of tomorrow's, is using book paper to write notes on. So like you get an old book, make it a little pad, and what I'll do is either like whitewash it a little bit with some paint or something like that, or get a heavier marker on some lighter text and use that as my notebook instead of like getting lined paper. That's up to you part, but it's kind of fun. Do we need the artisan pass to watch replay of this? No, not of this one. This one will be put onto YouTube. So this one should be up tomorrow. We just need to let it process. So I will give you the rundown one more time. So probably be easier if and you guys could probably, I'll try to do it so that way you guys can get a snapshot or screenshot, take a picture. That's why I wrote it in the wrong place. I was like, I knew I was missing a measurement. Okay. So you're gonna do, let me get a bigger marker so you guys can see this. Okay. So each sheet is 8.5 by 11 is what we're working with. Okay. And then when we do our first sheet, it's gonna be scored this way. I know that's totally not to scale, but yeah. So that's here and about here, we'll just say. So this first one is going to be 3/4 of an inch, and the second score is going to be 7.25 of an inch times 2. And then, so this is your first one. Your second paper, so this one's done for scoring. Your second paper, you're going to do it this way first. So 2A. And we are going to go with scoring this one at 1 inch. Horrible lines, but 1 inch and 1/2 inch. Yeah, so it ends up being 1 inch and 8 inches. So 1 inch and 8 inches. And then B is going to be this way. I'll make a prettier one later. This way is going to be scored at 8.5 and 9. So we'll say like right there, like that. So 8.5 and 9. And this is times 2 on both of these. And then last is going to get 2 sheets of paper that are, I know it's backwards. You're going to cut 2 sheets that are 4 and 4.25. Let me do that again. 4.25 by 11. And then you're going to score those guys at I'll try to do this I'm writing it in the wrong place. It is going to be at 8.5 and 9. There you go. Almost. I'll put it up close for a second, just so you can see all the scorings. I know my handwriting is horrible, or my writing is horrible. So 8.5 by 11, 3/4, 7 1/4, and that's times 2, and that's done. And then 2 is 1 inch, 8 inch, and then this one is 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 and 9. So 8.5 and 9. This is still the same sheet of paper. 8.5 and 9. And then the third one, you're going to cut an 8.5 by 11 long ways down the middle to make it 4 1/4 by 11. And you're going to score at 8.5 and 9 again. Basically the same as these, but yeah, 8.5 and 9. It's kind of easy from there. Once you get everything scored, it'll come together pretty simple. But I'll repost one of these, you guys. I'll repost a pretty one. I swear I make much better ones when I'm not doing it like that. Let me see. Yeah, so we'll have the replay on there, and I will put a link for the measurements. The measurements, though, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, you're probably gonna get the actual measurements and all that after the event, because I'm gonna be crazy for the next few days. Yeah, yeah. Then you decorate. You decorate it however you want. You can make a reinforcement for your spine if you want. Thank you. I'm about to rip them off because they're driving me nuts. But yeah, so you're gonna put right in the middle right here. You can reinforce the spine on either side. If you want to make like pretty dangles to pop off of this, like it poke a hole and make some pretty dangles, I would reinforce it on both sides. Make it nice and bulky, and then get yourself a good punch to punch through the edges just to make it really pretty. But anybody have any other questions on that or the event? You don't need the measurements as long as you can watch the video and keep pausing. Yeah. Oh, wait, let me see it again. Did somebody just show theirs? I did not see it.
Desiree.
Let me see, Desiree, I didn't see it.
A los que han regresado salvo Daniel, la han saludado. A los demás no los voltean ni a ver.
I can hear somebody's TV. Now let's see. Let me double check and make sure nobody else is trying to get in here. I'm not sure if she left me with being able to see that. I think we're good. Okay, yeah, we're good. We sometimes get some stragglers at the end that are trying to get in here. Can you explain how to attach the second 2 pages? These last parts, it's just attaching to the edge right here. If you want to, so like, see how it opens like this? The one thing that I did, because you can fold this both ways, so it'll fold back like this. It's gonna fold like this. If you want to, you can take out this part right here. Let me show you. Let me show you what I did on the other one. There's one thing I changed just to make it easier on this on the instructions. One thing I did on this one a little different is I attached it to the end so it'll be flat, right? So I had to cut it right here. But I didn't want to show you guys that way because I'm afraid like it's gonna rip. So that part's up to you if you want to do it differently. Basically what I did was I cut this so the tab would fold over right here. So that's that one tab that sticks out right here. I just sliced it here and attached it to this end. Oops, sorry, I'm not on camera. Right here. So I sliced it right here and put it right here. You see it on this side? And see, this is like a little lonely flat by itself, but I'm afraid like it's gonna rip off or something. So that's why I showed you guys how to do it the other way instead. Let's see when it closes all back up. And I gave you a little more room here. That was one thing I forgot when I made my sample is that I made it wider. So that's why that one looks wider. And the one we did is a little thinner. So you have more room for your notebook. So you can do it both ways. But yeah, so all I did was attach that to the edge right here. Do you see how like this, it's gonna come apart for a second though. But it's hard to see it with this. I picked the wrong color. It's right here. And that's just attached to the edge. And you can do it, I would say bend this one both ways. So it kind of opens like a box. And then it can close and open. Like I said, the more paper and things that you put on it, the more it'll reinforce and it'll stay nice and stiff. And you can put it like a little book, label it for the retreat right here. And what were you saying about the correct way to fold a score? Oh, so when you score something, let me show you on a sample. We get a better sample too, because I think that paper is just too light. Oh, here, I have a piece of, this might show it a little better. Piece of chipboard. So if you score something, right, and you put a score mark in it. Let me show you so you can see it hopefully nice and big. So when you put a score mark in it, there's going to be a dent, right, on one side. So you see the dents right there. If you flip it over, you have a little bit of a bump instead where you scored. You're actually going to score folding towards your bump. It's going to be the opposite of what you would think, which is into the actual little dent that you have in there. You do it the opposite way. You will prevent yourself from getting cracks here. Now, if you have bad paper, you have bad paper. It's just going to crack. One thing that I always tell people is when you're going to score something, take your time scoring it. Also, when you're attaching the first 2 pages that will have the pockets, glue both fat sections together to form the middle. That will leave the skinny scores to fold up on the pockets. I missed that part. Yeah. And I'll show you guys again. Like I said, I'll probably retape this, but you're going to have to wait till after the event so that way you can do it again if you want to. But it'll be too hard for this. Yeah, I learned that like, I don't remember when, but I was like, you're kidding, right? And then sure enough, I stopped cracking all of my edges. And like I said, though, if you have bad paper, there's some cardstock that just cracks. You can't help it. One tip that I always tell people about keeping it from cracking is don't just fold it and go, oh, squish. You'll almost crack it almost every time. Unless it's like really good flexible paper. Like this is pretty good paper. Even though it's chipboard. It's a pretty good chipboard. But yeah, if you do it kind of slowly, carefully, what I'll do is I kind of give it a little massage until it gets down there. And then I finally go in there and just squish it. And it'll hold nicely and it won't crack on you. You won't get all those funky cracks. Pretty good. That's some of the things you're going to want to like prepare. Oh, that's what I'm smelling. I hate the way this thing smells. Go away. There you go. Some of you have heard the story when I ordered like a bunch of chipboard one time. It smelled so bad. It smelled like rotten milk. I had to leave it outside. I left it outside for a week and it still smelled. Couldn't believe it. And I think the other day I found the box that it was in and I accidentally grabbed that one instead of the one they replaced it with. So I never threw it out. I feel bad throwing it out because it was a lot. Let's see. Any other questions on the project, on the retreat? So I'll do a quick recap on the retreat, just so you guys know if you've never come to our retreat. A lot of people think it's going to be the same as a summit. We steered clear of making it a summit because it's a little different. Similar, very similar, but still a little different. We still do the release for a day for 24 hours. So tomorrow, what you're going to do is join us as early as you can. We release everything at 9 a.m. Pacific. That gives you a lot more time if you're on the East Coast. You're going to end up with a little more time than some people, but we try to do it so you have it for a few more hours in your day. So 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, where we'll release 5 of our workshops. And I do call them workshops because it's not just like, hey, like what we just did, like that was a quick project. None of these workshops end up being like that. It's a full tutorial. Yes, you're going to make something and they're going to show you how to do it, but it's also usually a lecture, a lesson, a technique, like a nice art technique, things like that. Um, on day one, just so you know, we're gonna do Pam Hausner. I'm gonna say this wrong. Equanimity and the 8 worldly winds. So we're definitely gonna catch that. So that's what Pam Hausner is presenting. Enat Kessler is junk journal from start to finish. So it's really great for our newbies. She can show you how to do the junk journal from start to finish. Therese Bradley is going to do your emotions have a message. Learn to decode them through expressive art. Like I said, this is not the same as every one that usually it's just a quick, here's this project. If you went to last year's, the 2 last year, anybody can attest to it's different. Each workshop is different. It can be anywhere from about 30 minutes to an hour. We do allow our presenters more time, so you have more time to spend with them, and they can really teach you something instead of having to go zip, boom, done. So we do give them a lot more time. Next one is Christy. She's doing a layered envelope pocket junk journal cover. And then mine is going to be using book pages. We're going to do tons of ways to use book pages. Just fun things that I've always liked to do that might be a little different than some people have used book pages with. And then, so all 5 of those were released at the same time, 9 a.m. They will be available for 24 hours. And then 9 a.m. the next day, the next 5 will be released. Noontime every day, there is a lunch and learn. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a lunch and learn. The first lunch and learn is going to be 10 sentimental items you can use in your junk journal. And then on the 7th, it's going to be 10 materials you can reclaim for your junk journals. Lunch and learns are noon. It's basically a time that you can kind of either just listen, you can have some lunch, refresh yourselves, take a break, do all of that. I definitely highly recommend kind of just sitting in on those. They're really fun. And sometimes we end up sticking around for a little bit longer. We can't help ourselves. Every time we say we're not going to do it, we end up doing it anyway. Every time. Some of us ended up sticking around for hours after. So day 2 is going to be Michelle Caldwell, the Ladies of Steampunk planner inserts for your junk journals. So she's going to show you how to use your junk journals like planners. She has really, all these have different sites, but she teaches you how to use them for both. Belinda Besson, I always say her name wrong. Belinda Besson, creating layers in your journal. Cassandra Lawrence is 5 ways to use your gel prints, which I'm so glad because this year I made a handmade gel print, gel press again. So that was fun. If you guys go to my YouTube channel, it'll show you how to make your own gel plate if you want to. And on the group, the junk journal group, I think it is, I have the freebies, or in the freebies, it has a link to the video and the ingredients and all of that to make your own. No, you don't have to refrigerate it. Christy is going to give us embellishing page edges, and I am going to do paper doll bookmarks. And it's a sophisticated look at paper dolls, not your usual paper dolls. So we have some fun things to do with it. And then, like I said, Artisan Past Day. Therese is giving us Found Word Magic, Poetry Meets Doodles at 10 a.m. Belinda is giving us Junk Journal Clusters at 11 a.m. Desiree's Lunch and Learn is at noon with faux handmade paper, which is freaking awesome. If you see the picture, you guys, it's gorgeous. Pam is doing kindness coins. I love that. I can't wait to do it. And then the last 2 are going to be me, a tunnel book page and a shadow box cover. We're kind of going to integrate those together. So a shadow box cover. I think I said that right. So a tunnel book page and a shadow box cover. Yeah, those are, and then at 4 o'clock on that day, so that'll be 2 and 3 o'clock. On 4 o'clock that day, we basically see you later. We, on the 7th at 4, which I think we forgot to put in there. We got to add that in there. On the 7th at 4 o'clock, we basically will say goodbye to all our free members. We give out all of our giveaways. Some of the giveaways, the presenters do that on their own and they let us know who it is. And then the rest of them we do that day. And then for the Artisan Pass, they have upgraded giveaways, just so you know. We do that at 4 o'clock on the Artisan Pass days. Lunch and Learns, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They're just easy. Those are the ones that I told you guys are the 10 sentimental items and the 10 materials you can reclaim for your junk journals. So that's at noon on the 6th and the 7th. Like I said, Lunch and Learns is just a time to kind of unwind. If you have your pass, again, remember we're going to be with each other all day long. Get nice and comfy, PJs, whatever, sweaters, drinks. Get yourself a little mini fridge and a little microwave next to you for the day and you'll be good. Let's see what else. I think that's it. Make sure you go to your attendee portal. Everything is in there. Most of the things you have questions on will probably be answered in there. We will fix a couple of things. I bought the gel plate last year and still have yet to try it. Just pull it out, do stuff. The only thing you can have whatever drink you want. It's a lunch and learn. We also call it a sip and learn. But yeah, ours, what was it? I think for Autumn Use, we called it sip and learn. We did some sip and learn that day. It's fun. It's a fun day for Artisan Pass Day, like I said. And then later on, because if you have the Artisan Pass, you end up with 2 tickets to our future events. We're going to have, I'm doing a challenge. I can't remember the date right now because my brain's fried already. I went from work straight to here. So I'm doing a different type of challenge. It's all about embellishments. I will still be adding to the original long challenge that I did last year. We did 2 challenges last year, and you can actually still join those, and you can still get passes to the old junk journal retreat. So look for some specials that will happen on those after the event is over. We will have some specials on the old retreats. Because man, it is packed, you guys. I couldn't believe how many workshops were included in all of these because we have tons of workshops that they're giving for the Artisan Pass on top of all the other workshops. So I think I counted, you end up with 13 workshops for the free days. It's 10, 11, 12, and then this one is 13. Yeah. So there's 13 workshops for the free, and then there's those 13 plus the Artisan Pass days. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 for Artisan Pass. So that gives you 19 altogether. And then the Artisan Pass itself has more. It's crazy. There's a lot, you guys. It's nuts. But yeah, your attendee portal and your schedules will be completely updated tonight to make sure that if anything we missed, we'll put it in there. I think we got everything taken care of. Who asked for help here and by emailing us? Yeah, I let everybody know to email just in case. But yeah, the only thing we need to add on the schedule is the 4 o'clock ending on the 7th. And our Q&As. Usually our Q&As are usually right after Lunch and Learns. I won't join you guys. Christy will be in and out all day that day, and Christy's going to do the Lunch and Learns. I won't be with you guys until 3 o'clock Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'll be with you guys all day. You guys are all mine all day for the Artisan Pass Day.
So in case you guys haven't seen, I think I've got everybody taken care of, but if you still need any help or whatever, email us at help desk, and I'll be watching the email tonight and looking at it, of course, all day tomorrow. And also, Ezra will be here with us to assist as well. So those of you that know Ezra, this is my youngest son, and he assists us on my live streams. So if you've been to any of those, then you probably know Ezra. So the reason I say that is because you can always grab Ezra for help as well as you see him around in the group. Okay.
Yeah. And just be patient during the retreat. we'll be running around doing all kinds of stuff that day. Usually, if anything, we've been pretty good actually. This time we didn't get as many emails. We're learning. Last year was our first. So we learned a lot from last year and this year. So
Yeah, there's
be
always stuff.
patient during the days. We'll get back to you if it's super urgent. Yeah, definitely message in the group and Ezra will take a look at it for
Yeah,
us.
for
and
sure.
relay
We
it
got
back
you
to
guys.
us.
I'm sorry for the issues. It does happen though, unfortunately.
Yeah, tech
It's
is
like
fun.
that. Thanks you guys for all being here. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, don't forget to check out your portal. It gives you all the links to everything. There will be replay directions. Sorry. Yeah, so yeah, Sammy, there'll be replay and instructions and all of that. Okay, I'm gonna be like I said, I'm honest. You're not gonna get a paper instruction like a full written down instruction until after the event, but the replay will be posted by tomorrow, so you can watch a replay of this. But it'll be on YouTube to replay it. Should we go ahead and decorate the folio? Oh yeah, go for it. Decorate like crazy on the folio. I'm gonna put on this one. I decided to do my dragon papers. I'll put this on it. I did baby dragon. Somebody requested it from me to make it for them. So I'm putting baby dragon on this folio because I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. Everybody else gets to play with my papers before I do. Oh, and then don't forget, you guys, there's 2 specials if you guys didn't catch it. Christy has one of her paper sets for only 98 cents. It's a digital, so make sure you grab that. It is in the group if you need a link. And then anybody that wanted to catch my, if you guys still haven't gotten the book cover ultimate guide tool, there are videos on my website on how to use it. This was like the first part of the tool. And then there's a whole kit besides just this piece. There's this, and it comes with, do I see it? Oh, it's on there already. An extra one of the centers, because the other center is different. It comes with the stylus. Remind me, you guys, I'm tired. 2 things of twine, threaded wax twine, and I know I'm missing something. And all, yeah, a bunch of stuff. Oh, and spools to hold your twine, which is really awesome. But you can get both of them together if you get them both for $30 till the end of the event. So on midnight on the 8th, the sale will be over. Show them the cauldron. Show you the cauldron. Okay, hold on. My guide got up and walked away the other day. I'm heartbroken. What do you mean? Go find it. It does. It can sometimes get lost. But that just means you might have to go grab another color. There's 12 color combinations that you guys can choose from. These are all handmade by my brother and I. Mine is like used. Mine is always getting dirty, but they clean really easy, which is awesome. You tore apart your house, you're gonna have to get yourself another color. Can't help it.
Guys, this is I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but this is a floral cottage core folio that you can get for 98 cents. And I will drop a link here, and I'll do that right now. And Mo, can you
Yeah, I'll
drop your link too? And let's see.
If you're in the group, there's like basically you just go into my website to the shop and you will find both listed under the tools. It's the book cover ultimate guide tool and the 9-piece binding upgrade kit. You buy both of those, you get them for $30 instead of 25 and 20. So normally it'd be 45. So you're getting them for 35. Sorry, did I say that right? Yeah, 35. You're getting $10 off. My brain's tired.
I am not finding that link right now, and my family is like freaking out right now. Well, it's not my family, it's actually my dad's home.
Okay, where's my volume?
Why shipping is so high? I unfortunately can't control the shipping, and that is a discounted rate. USPS sucks. I don't know what else to tell you. Unfortunately, I am actually the regular price on shipping is actually I think $10 or $11, $12, something like that for some places. And I get a discount, and I give you guys the exact price I'm getting charged by USPS. Unfortunately, yeah. That's why I only do USPS because everybody else is expensive. If you end up paying for shipping and I can find it any way cheaper, and I'll do this for everybody, before I print out any of my shipping labels, I go and I see if anything is cheaper to your address and I refund you the difference if you overpay for it. If it's like 2 cents, I'm not going to do that. But if it's over by like $1 or more, I refund you. Ask anybody.
Okay,
I
I'm
always
dropping
try
the
to
link
find.
to that, to the floral cottage core.
Oh, I think I sent Becky sorry, let me see. I put the link in there, but I had a private thing.
Did you?
Yeah, but it looks like it went to a private message instead.
Oh,
But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, shipping sucks. I've tried. I've tried everything to try to reduce it. I can't stand it either because I
Okay,
hate paying for
so-
shipping too. You buy over $100, we can give you free shipping. And we take, you can do the pays in fours on both the pass and on our sites. The link in the email. Yeah.
right. So, if anyone has any more questions, pop them in, and otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. And you guys can always message us anywhere.
Yep.
We'll see your message. Just give us a day to answer sometimes, but
You can tag us in the group, right?
yeah, you tag us.
Tag us in the group, whatever. We're here.
There's actually, if you look on the group, you guys, there are topics on the right-hand side of the group. Each topic is like if you have just general Q&A questions for admin, which is Christy and I, pop in, make sure that you go into that and tag it as a question for me or Christy. And then each speaker has a tag. If you tag them in each one, it's a topic, sorry. If you put that topic for each presenter, they'll see it a little bit faster. You can also do topics for like your projects and stuff like that, so that way it's kind of organized on the right side. It's easier to jump to things.
All right.
All right, guys, we're gonna
Good then?
get going so we can finish up some stuff for you guys for tomorrow.
Yes.
Set all that up. Are you able to view the replay of this session, so you guys? You're going to be able to review this one on YouTube tomorrow once everything gets rendered. It takes a minute for us to download it and allow us to upload it. So the replay of this, yes. Q&As with the speakers, yes, will all be put onto YouTube. Everything else you need to buy the pass to rewatch.
All right.
All right, see you guys tomorrow. Ask questions every place else. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat now.
Yes.
Thanks, ladies. This
My
is great.
digitals? Do you mean the floral cottage core, Kimmy? If that's what you're looking for, it is here. And if that's not what you're looking for, there's other stuff there and in the pass.
Yeah.
Night, everybody.
Both our sites, you can find a bunch of stuff to use for the retreat. And I'm gonna shove everything out tomorrow morning as quick as I can. Any orders that got placed over this weekend. Bye, guys.
Yeah, Kimmy, that's it right there. Good night.
Anybody was with me last year. It's the same paper they still haven't gone through. All right, and then you're gonna need 2 sheets. Oh, that one looks like it got stepped on. Okay. 2 sheets that we're gonna go up and down portrait wise. All right, so lengthwise, you're gonna do 8.5 and 9. Sorry, wait, let me do that again. It's just, I did that the wrong way. 8 inches, sorry, just 8 inches. 8 inches this way. And then we're gonna turn it and do, no, scratch that, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to doing something the other way. I apologize. We are gonna do it this way, but we're gonna do 8.5 and 9. I think I did do that right. My brain is just mixed up. Yeah, I did it right. You're fine. You didn't waste paper. 8.5 and 9. And then just 8. I did it right. My brain was working. So this way, 8.5 and 9. This way, just 8. Do 2 sheets that way. Making sure I didn't forget something. I think I forgot one side. I did forget one side.
Just letting you guys all know that those links have been changed and it should be good now. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Sorry, Mo.
You're okay. Do one more on the other side at 1 inch. That's what threw me off. I'm like, there's not enough instructions on my paper. 1 inch, 8 inch, 8.5, and 9. If anybody needs me to repeat that, let me know. There's no written instructions for this, but replays, there'll be a replay for it. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up with question. Okay. So the scoring board, yeah, the scoring boards are a little bit weird because sometimes people have them one way or the other way, especially if you have the really popular score and cut type of boards, the numbers are the other way around. But basically, if you line up one end to the 0 and then just follow along that way, it'll be the best. So let me know if anybody needs to repeat that for these ones. I'm gonna show you guys one more time on both of these. All right, so on the up and down portrait, 1 inch, 8 inch. So if you want to write those down. So portrait view, you're going to score at 1 inch and 8 inch. You can do 2 sheets like that. And then when you turn it this way in landscape, you're going to do 8.5 and 9 inch. So 8.5 and 9 inch. No cheat sheet for measurements, but there will be a replay. I might send out a cheat sheet later, you guys. If I have time, I got to finish the other 2. So again, so this way, 8.5 and 9 inch, 2 of those. And then the other sheet of paper is just going to be 3/4 and 7 1/4. So 3/4 and 7 1/4. You're going to need 2 sheets like that. That was the first sheet. So that'll be your first 4 sheet. One, 2, 3, 4. And then 5. You're just going to take a full sheet and cut it straight down the middle at 4 1/4. So do that first. Okay. I'm hitting things.